fans align. In red and white they always shine. With every pass it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind.
Welcome back to the Arsenal on My Mind podcast. As always, Mr. Sekijay in the house and Mr. Spike. How's it going? How's it going?
Man, I can't stop smiling. I can't stop smiling,
What a result.
Absolutely. We made a statement, a big
I
statement.
mean, we talked about it, on the pod over the weekend, and we're like, this is a statement. You got to make a statement win here to let the league know that you mean business,
Right.
And it's funny because I watched some guy on AFTV, and it was before the game, right? Right after the Brighton game. And he was one of the few guys who had a positive thing to say about the game. And he was like, you know what, man, we have so many chances, we just missed so many chances. Somebody's gonna get like whooped by Arsenal soon because we're making too many chances, and when they start going in, someone's gonna get licked,
Mm-hmm.
And who knew it happened right away?
Mm-hmm. It was everything aligned perfectly for Arsenal yesterday.
In reality, maybe it didn't seem that way in the beginning because Rice not playing, huge blow.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, other than that, the first half was pretty tight. And literally, I was thinking to myself during that first half, when I talked to Sekijay or during the pod, I'm gonna be like, man, Aston Villa deserve my respect because they played well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They played really well.
Mm-hmm.
But what about Mikel? Whoever's mother Mikel threatened in the dressing room.
I mean, listen, whatever, as you said, whatever team talk he gave to them in the dressing room was a hell of a team talk. But I'm going to start here. That goal Watkins scored really hurt me.
It did.
It really hurt me. I mean, I've never been 4-0 up in a game and concede a goal and be that mad. It really hurt me. That being said, that is out the way now. It was a beautiful game. I mean, first half was tight. We actually flipped the script on Aston Villa. Because we talked about it in our previous pod that they like to let the team, the opposition, pressure them in the first half. Then second half, then they come. But this time around, because I was laughing, I wasn't really worried in the first half because I was actually laughing because I saw the game plan, what Arteta did. Arteta actually let them play.
And Aston Villa, we normally play better second half anyway.
Yes, but Aston Villa usually they don't like to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, they don't.
They like the ball to be with the opposition team so that they can strategize and get their shape right to hit you on the counter. And they were hitting us on the counter a lot in the first half. But the counter, I mean, did not amount to much.
Yes.
Our defense dealt with it.
They had that one chance that Watkins really screwed up in that first half.
That was all. He should have buried that. And maybe it would have been a different game, but who cares?
Of course.
But I mean, looking at the entire game, I didn't see any save apart from that save just before the one goal Aston Villa scored.
So I was gonna say when you said just now that that goal they scored, that Watkins goal pained you. I'm like, you know what? Just chalk it up to the fact that they should have scored the other one.
Yeah, they should have.
I mean, that was a ridiculous. I mean, I don't even know what to say about Raya on that one. I mean, he didn't do a whole lot.
Raya saved us.
But I think as far as goalkeepers who get off the floor the fastest, I think he's going to be the fastest in the world, maybe.
Yeah, his reflexes
in a flash.
Yes, his reflexes. He just bounces up. He's like, I think I'll start calling him Elastic Man. But apart from that, I didn't see any other save. So they didn't really pressure us like that.
No, not really.
Our defense dealt with them very well. I saw a video at the end of the game where the players were going back into the locker room one by one, and they were, just giving different gestures to the camera. And Gabriel literally just his own gesture was he took something, put it in his pocket, and zipped it up.
Oh,
You
so
know,
here's the
so
full story behind that, right?
uh-huh.
So Onana on Aston Villa,
Mhm.
the last two games, then they beat Chelsea last week, then they beat somebody else the week before. And that's his new thing. At the end of the game, he goes 3 points in the bag. So
Ah.
Gabriel was really trolling him.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay, now
Yes,
I get it. Now I get
yes.
it. So it was a big statement. It was a big game. Great win.
Hmm.
We sensed a shockwave down the Premier League because
Absolutely.
I think maybe every team should go on a beating run before they come play us. You know, because Aston Villa was on a 12 game winning run
11 games, yeah.
or 11 game winning run, before they came. They were the most informed team
Hmm.
in the Premier League, actually for the past 2 months.
Hmm.
Well, I'm just putting everything in context for our viewers out there and our fans. They were the most informed team. They had beaten us 3 weeks prior.
Hmm.
We had we just missed our engine room in the midfield
Hmm.
without Rice. We did not have Calafiori in the left wing,
Yep.
you know, um, and we still laid the marker down on Aston Villa. And
Hmm.
that game particularly, I enjoyed it particularly for a few reasons. One, I used to respect Unai Emery. My respect is out the window now.
Because the handshake thing.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. So that tells me that Arsenal, his beef with Arsenal is actually personal. It's not professional.
Well, it's always impersonal. It's always impersonal.
Well, he
Hmm.
never showed it. So I
Yes.
gave him the benefit of doubt.
Hmm.
That's one. Two, hold on. Martinez.
Hmm.
You see that guy? I'm so glad how he considered the first goal.
Hmm.
You know, um, I'm so glad that he chipped in for. Did you see it? I saw a picture. I don't know if it was a real picture or if it's AI. He was stretching at the tunnel.
It's real before the game.
What a guy.
And then at the end of the game, as it was going down that same tunnel, some fans
Mhm.
that were there gave him
Oh yeah, I saw
real
that.
crap.
I
Yeah.
saw that.
Hmm.
What a guy. What a guy. When he did after the World Cup, when
Hmm.
he trolled Mbappe, I thought, okay, maybe he's just in the excitement and the adrenaline of the moment. That guy has no class.
No,
No
no,
class.
he's what they call a shithouser. Like
Yes.
he enjoys pushing the envelope and doing things like that. You know what? I have no issue with that actually personally,
No,
right?
I do. I do because he the way he was playing in the first half,
Hmm.
I was telling the person I was watching with, that the fans, I won't be surprised if the fans storm the field and beat Martinez up because he was very arrogant. He was wasting time.
He
He
is.
was he was literally he was literally trolling Arsenal
No,
in our
absolutely.
stadium. You
Yes.
know,
But you
you
see,
know,
the
but
reason I
but it
have
was a
no
big
issue with it.
mistake. It was a big mistake. He
Well,
got he
no,
got
I
it.
don't think it's a mistake. I have no issue with it because we did him wrong. I don't care what anybody says.
I know we did him wrong,
Yes.
but he needs to move on. He's
Well.
won the World Cup after then. How many years ago did he leave Arsenal?
Hmm.
I think when he left Arsenal, my first son was like 2 or 3 years old. Now my first son is 11.
Yeah, I get it.
So
I
he needs to move
understand.
on. He
I
needs to
get
move
it.
on.
Right. And the thing is, Martinez, I mean, I think I have no issue with it. I've come to expect that from him, right? And he doesn't just do it to Arsenal, but he does get, blown up a bit more when it's Arsenal because
No,
of
don't get me
the
wrong. He
history.
he did it when he did it to other teams when he played for Arsenal, and we loved him for that. We
Yes, so
enjoyed it.
I'm completely okay with the shithousery.
Well, you're okay with it because we whipped them 4-1.
Yes, and
If we had
remember,
lost that game, I know you very well. If we had lost that game, you would have come out of that game fuming and looking for a way to rip Martinez's head off.
it would have been I'll rip Mikel's head off right now,
Well, well,
right?
we won the
But
game. It was a
mhm,
good game.
it was a great game.
Happy New Year, guys. We're top of the league.
Yes, I mean. I mean, watching that game, kind of like you said, in that first half, I tipped my hat to to Villa. I mean, they played well.
Yeah,
They
good
really
team.
stood toe to toe, is what I would call it. I complained about how open our midfield was initially to the counters, but looks like after a while, we addressed that. But that second half, I mean, and that's the thing. I think we've always known that when Arsenal's firing, no team can hang.
Yes, and I'm also glad Morgan Rogers did not score us.
Well, yeah, he's good though.
Oh, he's a good player.
Yeah, but when we're firing them, when we're attacking teams, remember that we're not talking about firing, when we're attacking teams,
Hmm.
teams can hang. All we have to do is put the ball back in the net. I mean, we showed that against Brighton, right? Like
Hmm.
we attacked them a lot, and they can't hang with that. But we didn't
Hmm.
score the chances, right? And in this game, we scored. We could have scored a hatful more goals, technically speaking. And it's just when we're moving, and like you said a few episodes ago, you said our attacking is really dependent on Odegaard.
Yes,
He plays well. Our attacking looks really well. Looks really
yes.
good. And that's where I mean, Eze now has gotten the message. I'm sure, like you said, right? This is 3 games now. He hasn't smelled the pitch, right? And
And that's exactly what I wanted.
yeah, and the thing is, even if he gets a chance to play now, he needs to know that he has to play with more urgency because Odegaard
He has
plays
to
with
play for this
urgency.
badge. He has to play for the badge.
No, no, he's an Arsenal boy. I don't
No,
doubt his
no. When I
loyalty.
say play for the badge, I mean he has to work hard for the badge.
Yes, yes. He needs to play with more urgency in his game is what I would describe it. But Odegaard, his return to form is no coincidence. It's coinciding with our return to attacking really well.
Yes.
But I mean, the game I thought, I mean, Mikel really planned it out really well,
So
having to make a.
let me ask you this
Mhm,
because I know you're about to go a little bit more technical.
mhm.
So what changed in this game? What did we do differently that made
Right.
us play so
So
well?
here's the thing, right? And I was going to say to Mikel, right, having to deal without Rice. I feel like the Rice thing was like maybe a before kickoff thing. I don't know when it really happened that he wasn't going to play. And what happened was Mikel had Marino playing the box to box role in the
Hmm.
first half.
Hmm.
And if you remember, I've said it before, I don't think he's good at that.
No, it's
you
not.
know? And what happened was Mikel had Zubimendi play box to box second half,
Second half, yes.
which was evident in that Zubimendi had, to me, his best game. Forget about the goal. His best Arsenal game I've ever seen him play.
Yep.
He was playing the Rice role.
Yep.
He was everywhere on the pitch.
Everywhere.
I would love to see his heat map for that game because he was everywhere. So I think that was one switch that happened, right? He allowed Marino to be the sitting midfielder and let Zubimendi be the box to box.
Box to box.
If you notice, you barely saw Marino in the final third of the game at
Correct.
all. He
Correct.
was barely so that switch was key because I think Mikel realized that okay, the Rice role is missing
Hmm.
and Marino can't do it. He doesn't have the legs for it, to be
Yeah.
honest, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Zumendi can. He's
Hmm.
smaller, he's not as physical as Rice is, but he can move if
And
given a chance to.
he's very technical.
Yes. And he showed it. And to me, loved his performance. I thought Zumendi's performance was like, to me, he was my man of the match. I mean, when we get to ratings, we'll get it for that, but
Hmm.
he played lights out. And I think that was one huge change that was made. The second change that was made is again, I think Mikel realized again that, okay, Hincapié cannot do what a Skelly or a Calafiori can do.
Hmm.
Hincapié is a far better defender than those guys, but he cannot invert. He ain't going to midfield. He ain't doing nothing, right? So if you noticed,
Hmm.
Mikel let Gabriel move a little further up into almost, he was not quite as far as Calafiori goes, but he moved in to fill up the roles as Mendy vacated, right, roaming
Correct.
around the pitch and let Hincapié kind of play like a left center back, really,
Hmm.
which is what he's best at. That was the two things I saw that he changed second half that were super impactful. I mean, very,
Yep.
very impactful. And I mean, we're here talking about Arsenal's best attacking output in the last, what, 2, 3 months, maybe 2 months.
Hmm.
And Saka didn't do anything. That's
We didn't do much.
amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I mean, I was in my ratings earlier, and I'm like, man, I haven't had a game where I've given so many eights before.
Oh yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
know? And
Absolutely.
amazing performance. The only negative, it's not even negative, the only slight is, man, how long can we keep rolling with Gyökeres in this role, man?
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
I think we'll talk about that in player rating. Actually, we can talk about that right now. It doesn't even matter.
yeah.
Yeah, Gyökeres,
He played well,
he played well.
but
I don't think he played badly.
no, he didn't.
We have to also understand that we have to give him time. I'm gonna
It's been 6 months.
I'm gonna back Gyökeres up. No,
No, I'm not saying he needs
we
to
have to give
go
him this. We
or
have to actually. I'm going further. We have to give him this season, and I'll
okay.
tell you
So
why. I'll tell you why.
okay.
Um, Arsenal Arsenal's DNA is not to play with strikers, at least for
Or
the
a
past
pure
five.
nine anyway.
Yeah, a sure nine. I
Hmm.
mean, Aubameyang was not a sure nine.
True. Hmm.
Henry was not a sure nine.
Yeah.
Think about it. The sure nine we had in Giroud did not. Giroud was basically
Jude
banging
was
in goals like Gyökeres before he came to Arsenal.
Yeah, but Jude even plays better with the ball at his feet than, so he's not a pure,
No,
he is, but
yeah, he's not a pure nine. That's what I'm
hmm
saying.
yeah.
But Gyökeres is a pure nine.
Hmm.
He's a traditional striker. We have to learn. If you remember in during the preseason, I told you that when my son went to the Arsenal camp,
Hmm.
I spoke with some of the Arsenal staff, and they said they were actually redesigning the training center to fit a nine. When he
Hmm.
told me that, I was like, wow, that's how much we're not designed to play with a nine. And this was
Hmm.
before Gyökeres came. And if you remember, if we go back to those videos, I said it that the staff told me literally that Gyökeres is coming.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks later we signed Gyökeres.
Hmm.
So we have to give him time.
I agree.
And there's a lot of pressure on him for a few reasons. One, he's playing for Arsenal, and
Hmm.
Arsenal has not won the league in 20
True.
plus years.
Hmm.
Two, he still has that monkey on his back that he did not do so well the last time he was in the Premier League.
Hmm.
Three, he's coming in as arguably the top striker in Europe because he won it.
Hmm.
He won it,
Right.
so he's the top striker in Europe. So a couple of pressures, and the team does not know how to play with a striker. So we're going to give him this season. I would say we should give him this season.
Hmm.
He should, but he does. He still has a role to play.
Oh, of
Not
course.
necessarily score goals. He
Hmm.
still has a role to play.
Yes.
For now, we can use him as a squad player that can start certain games, beat the defenders. You remember I mentioned it in our last pod. Start Gyökeres, beat down the defenders, bring in Jesus, and
Hmm.
that's what Arteta did. Gyökeres beat down defenders, but apparently the defenders were so beaten down that by the time Jesus got in, it was already 3-0.
Hmm.
So I would say let's cut him some slack.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, right? Giving him the season, of course, right? And the thing is, I have no real issue with his goal output, right? Because I think during the game I saw that he's a top goal scorer still.
Hmm.
Which, only
With
5 or
five.
6 goals, whatever it is, but
Yeah,
still.
five. He's
So
tied with Trossard. Well, Trossard is the top now.
yeah,
Trossard scored.
exactly, right? So
No,
I know
he's
that
tied with
Arsenal
Trossard. He's
spreads,
tied with
huh?
Trossard. He's tied with Trossard.
Yeah, I
Trossard
know
has
Arsenal
five
spreads
goals.
goals around.
Yeah, Trossard has 5 goals, 4 assists. Gyökeres has 5 goals.
Yeah, so I have no issue with this particular goal output because we're winning games and I don't need him to score hat tricks like Haaland like. But my concern is his he's not like he's not present. No, not his presence, but he's not influencing games in the way that perhaps our other strikers can, right? Like, I mean, yeah, he holds up the ball, he beats up defenders, I get that, right? But he needs to do more in terms of his movements,
Hmm.
Like his movement is okay, it's not great. And it's funny because his very first goal for us during preseason was great movement for that header, right? I
Hmm.
haven't seen him do anything quite so
Well, he should have buried. He should have buried that header.
true.
The cross
Yeah,
from Trossard.
yeah. Hmm.
He should have buried it,
Should
and
have.
it's fine margins.
Yeah.
If he
So
had scored it now, we would have been
he,
saying that was a
he,
great
he,
goal.
he didn't play badly. I'm
Hmm.
just saying that my question really was how long can we keep rolling with him when Gabriel Jesus is literally saying I should be starting. You know,
You just love your Jesus.
I love him, but I also understand that I mean, dude, he's been back from injury now for what, 3 games, I think, and each one of those games he's looked freaking sharp.
Sharp, very sharp,
You know, so it's like
very sharp.
I'm not saying that we need to sell Gyökeres or he's a bust. No, I'm just saying it's like at what point do you flip the script and say, okay, you know what, Jesus got to start, and then Gyökeres will relieve him. You know?
I would say it's game by game.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
It's game by game. This is chess Arteta is playing because he's playing against the chess master, which is Pep.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be game by game.
yeah, yeah.
There'll be games that will suit Jesus. There'll be games that will suit Havertz. Havertz is back too. He's on the
Yep,
bench.
he was on the
You know,
bench.
so
Yeah,
so we're getting our players coming back, which is good.
yeah. I think right now, besides this Rice injury that came out of nowhere, we have
What
Mosquera,
do we have any update on
Calafiori.
the injury? Is it anything serious?
It says knee injury.
Ooh.
And the prognosis says early January. So I mean, he was there in the stadium. I don't think it was that serious.
Yeah, I heard it's a knock.
Yeah, yeah, like a knee bruise probably. I don't even know when it
Yeah.
happened, what was in the game
Early
before.
January
Well,
could be today. Today's early January.
that's true. But we have 4 players out injured right now. Calafiori, who's day to day.
Mascara.
Mosquera is the one that's looking at mid-January.
Mm-hmm.
Rice early January. And then
That's
Dalman's injury
Dalman.
is the injury that's like a little long term, but
Yeah.
when you think about it, Calafiori's day to day, I expect he'll be back by weekend. I
Yeah,
expect
most
Rice to
likely.
be back by weekend as well. We're at full strength, save for Mosquera,
Oh yeah.
and that is a prospect. Now Mikel has to really juggle some lineups here, like
We, we,
manage.
we have a lot of games. Games are still
But there's
coming
no
in thick
Champions
and
League until
fast.
February, for instance, right? So
hmm
we're playing I mean, there's a lot of games for sure, but I'm just saying, either way, it's a good issue for them to have.
Absolutely. And,
Yeah.
we have, and remember, Champions League is coming back.
Yeah, I mean, we have 6 games and 7 games in January. No,
Exactly.
take that back. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in January. And I admit I was wrong before that we returned Champions League in January, not February.
No, not
So,
February. Not like
yeah,
before. This
not before. Yeah,
the
yeah.
format has
Cool.
changed.
9 games in January. So yes, rotation will be key.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm sure
So
everyone will
this
get some
this is
game
a good
time
time to
somewhere.
start getting players back.
Yes, it's a
And
great
and
time.
and and I like the approach now where they don't take risk. If a player, you know, feels anything, they rest the player.
Yeah, it's a
they take
luxury
them
of
out.
depth.
Yeah. Well, we have good depth. We have
Yeah,
very good depth.
and
And Champions League, the next 2 Champions League basically are going to be
dead
basically
rubbers.
dead rubbers. So
Yeah.
we can rotate heavily.
Yes, I mean, our next few games here, let me just read them out here. So we see Bournemouth on the weekend, then midweek Liverpool, big game. Then FA Cup against Portsmouth, heavy rotation can be done there. Then EFL Cup semifinals against Chelsea, another big game there. Then we're back to Norton Forest. Then Inter in Champions League. Then Man U, and then Kairat in Champions League, and then we wrap up January with Leeds.
It's a tough January.
Tough. 9 games, a lot of games. I didn't
There's a
think
lot
that
of
many.
games.
It's a lot of games. But anyways, we will look forward to the rotation, and with the injuries, players coming back, it's a great time. Like I said, I expect Rice and Calafiori to be back immediately this weekend or right after. I'm not worried
Wolf
there.
Gabriel
Huh?
was his injury just is taking off? Was it just precautionary?
Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, he had a little knock as well, but I think it's precautionary. If we were down or tied, I don't think it would come out of the game.
Okay.
But anyways, either way, let's talk ratings from the match.
Yep.
Yeah. I can go first if you like. So I gave Ryan 8,
Okay.
mainly because of that save, And
Absolutely.
yeah, and he I mean, he didn't have much to do per se, but he was, he had good distribution as usual. I gave him an 8 just for that one save because yeah, it still scored like 5 minutes later, but it's a huge difference in like how the game feels is,
Correct.
scoring 5 minutes after the fact or later into the game. So eight for
Yes.
Raya. I gave Timber an 8. He had an assist in the game, which was great.
Oh yeah.
Well, wasn't his best game, but he played well and getting just
He
eight.
gave he gave Odegaard good cover on the right.
Yes, exactly. I gave Saliba a 7. It would have been an 8 if that tackle he made wasn't offside. But it shouldn't matter. But that
Shouldn't matter.
tackle
He didn't know.
was amazing.
He didn't know about it.
He didn't know. Yeah.
Mm.
So maybe I'll up his rating. So 7 for him. I gave Gabriel an 8. I mean, you said it right on the nose. He's the soul of Arsenal. He hit it
Absolutely.
way back. I mean, different team when he's there.
It's different.
And then
The confidence is different.
And then his set piece prowess is kind of when that corner came about, I was like, ain't no way he's about to score, right? Because I mean, we haven't scored a corner since he's been out. I'm like, oh, ain't no way. And I mean, it's kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I give Hincapié a 7. Good solid game. Like I said, great defender, really good defender.
Oh yeah.
We got there.
Oh yeah.
But he can't. We shouldn't be playing like left back very often.
No.
Yeah, he should just
I
play
agree.
center back.
So, Skelly looks better than him in left back.
Yeah, of course, because Skelly inverts very well,
Mhm.
Midfield, I gave Zubimendi an 8. Could have been a 9, but I just thought it was just I mean, he's my man of the match. I thought he was so good.
Yeah.
He was so good. I mean,
You know who he reminded me of in that game?
Who?
Gundogan.
Gundogan. Yes. He was so good. He was everywhere. I mean, I cannot super impressed. And the goal, well taken.
Well
The
taken.
run, Odegaard pass, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I gave Marino a 7. Like I said, Marino, really tidy midfielder, really tidy. But I think what I'm thinking now, believe it or not, is that he's a better striker than a midfielder. He's a better striker than a midfielder. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. What I think. Anyways, I gave him a 7. Odegaard is back again. I mean, beautiful game, amazing control of the game, the assists, and he would have had 2 assists had Hincapié not tripped over on that chance.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Last week.
But then Ford, I give Saka a 7. Wasn't his best game, but he was tightly marked as usual. But he's a star boy. I gave Gyökeres a 6. He did play well, had that good header. He played well. Trossard. Oh. I mean, this year you've been the person that's been really on point with score predictions. I mean, even though I was closer with this game, I said 3-1, you said 2-0. But I've been on point with the players that I love that are actually good. Trossard is just
because I was saying I raised my hands. I was saying sell Trossard in the summer.
And Jesus.
Oh hell! Oh no!
He said it.
Yeah.
Gave him an 8. Amazing game, great fit. And that finish is just chef's kiss. On the bench, Jesus a 7 off the bench. I mean, first touch a goal is what he does.
Great finish,
Skelly both got 6s. Then White and Madueke didn't play long enough to get a rating. And I gave Mikel an 8 as well, same as the team. Way to manage.
More of the Arsenal fans.
I don't know what to give. I never really grade the fans, but I think they were good.
They were rocking. The fans were up. So they were up for it.
Yeah. In fact, I'm gonna give Mikel a 9 for that halftime team talk.
Yes.
Only for that. What's your ratings?
Well, my rating, I'll start with Raya, 8 for him. Raya saved us, even though we didn't need saving. But that save was amazing. I watched that save over and over and over. I'm like, how did he save this ball? We thought the previous save against Bournemouth, against Minte was a great save, or rather Brighton was a great save. But he came the next game and topped it.
Well, I don't know if he topped it, but it was a good save.
Well, he topped it. It's just that the other save was more significant.
Yes.
Yeah. But this was go watch it. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. He topped it. So I give him an 8. Timber, I give an 8. He got an assist. He played well. Had 83 minutes solid, as always. He's rooted. That's why he's called Timber. Saliba, I gave him an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, he played very well. He was everywhere. That recovery run, to stop Watkins and that counter. Yeah, I give him an 8. Gabriel, the soul, is back. 77 minutes, 1 goal, 8 rating. He's the soul, as you said. Hincapié, I also gave him an 8.
Wow. Okay. 8 across the whole back line.
8 across, because he was solid. He was solid, and he ran his socks off, and fell at the last minute. But it was okay. Yeah, okay. For that counter, he should have. If he stayed on his feet, probably would have scored.
Yeah.
Merino. You see, we have to respect what Merino does. You have to respect him more. He's not a flashy guy. He's not, but he's a very intelligent player.
Yeah, he is.
Very intelligent player. Just because of the yellow card, and he could have easily been an 8 for me, for Merino. Yeah. So I give him a 7. Zubimendi, 8, a goal. Odegaard, he's back, assist, 8. My man of the match is Trossard. I give him he had a goal and an assist. Gyökeres, a 6. Saka was one of the quietest game I've seen him play.
Yep.
So I give him a 6 there.
6.
Yes. Sorry, a 7.
A 7.
Saka.
Okay.
Jesus, 7. Skelly, 6. Norgard, 6. Arteta, 9. That's my rating.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it was great. Great game. Marker laid, set the standard, send a message to the Premier League.
Absolutely.
Next game, Bournemouth. Looking forward to that one on Saturday as well. We'll be back with an episode after that game, and
we're gonna win. We're gonna win the Bournemouth game 2-0.
2-0. I'm gonna say 1-0 actually.
I'm actually leaning more towards 1-0.
Yeah,
I'll say 2-0.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, let us know what you think, guys. Let us know what your player ratings are. Let us know what you think about the Aston Villa game and the Bournemouth game and our ratings.
Absolutely. And Happy New Year to all our fans.
Happy New Year. We love
Great
you.
year for Arsenal so far. Let's hope this ends with a trophy.
Yes.
Let's go. And in the new year, keep Arsenal on your mind.
On your mind.
Under floodlights, the fans align. In red and white, they always shine. With every pass, it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal, we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind. Oh, Arsenal, you never fail. Through rain and sun, our steadfast sail.